He said like reviews like actually right yeah probably yeah I think so. You might have I'm sure I actually I like reading through them reading like you just that's like yeah yes it is written by David Lynch. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what David Lee. Yeah. His last name is like that would be very. I've seen like sure. Yeah, that's the time. I don't know. I don't know what name Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yo, welcome to a brand new episode of Society and Pop Culture 101. I am Instructor BK Spades.
I'm Instructor Novocaine.
Let them know what they got to do for us today.
Make sure you guys head over to YouTube, like, share, follow, subscribe, leave some comments, interact with us. We'll interact back with you. You can head over to Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Like, follow, share us, leave comments on those platforms, and also go to www.societyandpopculture101.com where you can find all of our episodes, past, future, way in the past, all of our social media, and interact with us everywhere you find us.
Okay, all right. Good deal. So, on today's episode, we are going to be talking about our favorite films from the 1960s and 1970s. It's going to be like an ongoing thing periodically. Today we're starting with the 1960s and 70s. Somewhere down the line in the future, we'll go into other decades. So stay tuned to the socials, and we'll tell you when that's coming. But
Before we get started, I just want to apologize to any of our viewers out there. As you guys know, I am pregnant, and today is one of them days where the pregnancy is pregnancying me. I'm not doing the pregnancy; the pregnancy is doing me. So if y'all see me just like and be like, "Oh, Nova, what's wrong?" "Oh, nothing. I'm just pregnant. There's nothing wrong. Just pregnant. That's all." Thank you, Mimi. I missed you too, boo. I miss you too.
okay, well, hopefully you don't tap out on this before this
Oh no,
episode
I'm
is
not
over.
gonna tap out, but I might be just like for a hot second. You know what I'm saying?
The pregnancy be pregnancy. I get it. I
Pregnancy
get
be
it.
pregnancy, bruh. Like we getting close to the wire, so we here.
Oh yeah, excited to see what happens with this whole baby. Can't wait to see for my nephew to come on up out of that thing.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, so today's episode, we're going to be talking about films from the 1960s and 1970s. Just a conversation, have some fun. If you're in the student section, for those that don't know, that's the comment section. Chime in. If you got a movie that you dig from the 1960s and 70s, say it in the comments. If we know it, we might talk about it. If we don't know it, we'll tell you we have no idea what that is. But we do have special guests on this episode, and I know they're ready to get into this thing with us because we love to have our favorite podcast, the No Bustle podcast, on,
Yes.
especially when we are talking about movies and film. Because we need them because they are the experts. You know what I'm saying? We just talk about it sometimes, but they talk about it all the time.
Yes. They are the experts. I will agree.
Experts. Y'all giving us way too much credit. way too much credit.
We just
Listen.
two Negroes that like talk about movies. That's it. That's our
Is
qualifications.
that the official? Is that the official slogan? Two Negroes that
Two
like to
Negro.
talk about.
No, no, on our podcast we don't say Negroes.
Oh, you can't say Negroes. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Talking about the podcast, talking about movies, two of them.
We just two Negroes talking. That's what we say.
Yeah.
It's good conversation, man. It's good
Well,
conversation.
thank you. We like y'all's
It is.
conversation. Y'all have
I
great
enjoy it.
Thank,
chemistry.
thank you.
Thank
Y'all
you.
too. But you know, my favorite episode of you guys is the Superman episode.
For
So
real?
yeah.
Is he being biased?
I'm not.
No.
I'm not. I really dig the commentary on Lois Lane. That is like she has been my most hated character as far as the Superman mythos recently. I think the last time I liked the Lois Lane was Smallville.
As much as I want to believe you right now, it's just really hard.
I can understand that, given, that I wear
Look at
Superman
your
hoodie.
look at your hoodie.
I understand. I understand.
Hoodie.
I get it.
It's right there.
Okay. So would you guys introduce yourselves so the people at home know who you are?
Ladies first.
Thank you. I am Big Nose Kate. I'm from the No Bustle podcast.
And I am Doc Holliday.
He's also
Doc
from the same
Holliday. He's
podcast.
also from the
From
same.
yes.
No, I'm from some other thing.
I will ask you
No
what's in the
Bustle
cup, but I
podcast.
don't want YouTube to hit
You
us.
don't
So
ever
we
ask nobody what's in their cup, okay?
No.
What Lil Wayne say? What's in my cup is in my cup.
it's lemonade. All
There
right.
you go.
So we're gonna
That's
Facts.
exactly
start with
what it
the
is.
we're gonna start with the guest first. What is
Yes.
just give us one of the movies that you were digging from the 1960s or 70s.
Go right ahead, because
Oh.
you're already sporting it. So go ahead.
Oh, I wore my shirt today. Ba 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 Rocky Balboa.
That's a good one.
That's a solid film
That's
right
my
there.
boy.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That was like
Confession. I've never
a
seen it.
big game changer for all movies. Oh, what happened?
No. She said she's
What
never
was
I
seen
said I've
Rocky.
never seen it.
Oh, that's okay, because y'all are gonna talk about a lot of movies I ain't seen either.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Have you seen any Rocky?
like
Balboa.
Creed.
Yeah, like have you gotten on the side of any of them?
I saw Balboa.
Okay, Rocky Balboa. That was
That's
That
like the fifth
counts.
one, right?
uh sixth one. That was the one before Creed.
Yes. Whatever that
That
Jeez.
one.
that
And
was
then
a
I
very
saw.
interesting place to start.
Yeah, it was. I saw bits and pieces of the one with Apollo Creed.
Okay.
That's the second one, right?
He was in three of them. So
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one was it when he said if he dies, he dies?
that's Rocky Four. That's the most entertaining Rocky.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's the bits and
Yeah, I
pieces
think that's
I
the one
saw.
I've seen the most of.
Yeah.
On like back in the day, I think it came on TV the most.
What year did Rocky drop? The first movie.
I
It's
think it
like
was
76, I believe. Could be wrong. It's because it was like right after they started doing. Okay, so like I know you've seen the iconic shot of him going up the stairs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that was only the third movie ever where they ever used Steadicam. Steadicam was invented like right at that time, like 1975. So that's why that was such a big thing, because before like the 70s, a lot of the movies, and even if you look at them too, they're kind of real static. That's when they had to have like dollies and everything had to be
Yep.
real smooth like that. That was the guy that actually invented the Steadicam, like experimented on those steps too. So that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's some expert stuff right there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Experts know stuff like
I-
that.
was.
I like that movie a lot, and to this day, like people, especially white people, they'll walk up to me and they'll be like, "Yo, Adrienne," and I get all giddy because that's my name.
So
I love it.
you weren't named after
No,
Adrian for I was gonna I had to ask, because the people was gonna think it anyway. So yeah.
for the
True.
longest, I thought I was named after an AKA, but I wasn't. Thank God.
Yeah, that took a long
Wow. Was that an AKA shot?
No.
No, yeah, no,
Oh.
yeah, maybe moving on.
Oh, she said moving on.
Uh,
What about you, Doc?
Your movie.
I'm gonna go with The Godfather.
Okay.
Oh.
Um, I could
Okay.
choose. I could choose some other things just for my own personal reasons that I gravitate to it, but just Godfather's just easy and just an overall near flawless movie. So
Yeah. When
So
we
let me
do
talk
roll
you
with
about
have
classic
Godfather.
movies, this is one of the top five for sure, for sure.
Right,
So you like Godfather 1 or 2 better?
two's the better movie.
Yes.
Two's the better movie.
Hmm.
But I'm just
Yeah.
giving that one the respect because it was the first.
Okay.
I hear
Did
that a
two
lot
drop in the
though.
70s too?
Mm-hmm.
Yes they both did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the director from the Godfather movies?
Francis
Scorsese?
Ford Coppola.
Nice, look at you.
Coppola.
No, it's like
Okay.
one of my favorite movies of all
Go
time.
ahead.
Two.
Know
So
them names, man.
Two. She said two. She had to make sure. Two.
so I just found out that Nicolas Cage is a Coppola. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
that is some random stuff right there that he changed his
Nicholas.
name so he wouldn't ride off the coattails of his family. Or either he had to
Ah.
make it on his own or
Mm-hmm.
something. I always thought that was cool.
And
Okay,
he
Um
like
still did it
Nicholas
big.
Cage.
It's like he did a good job with that.
he did. He
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he be picking some weird movies sometimes though. But
Especially lately, he had to clear that debt.
he had the Bruno Mars that thing. Uh, that is I don't even know if that's true. I
Real
don't even
talk.
know if that's
Real
true.
talk.
Wait, what about Bruno Mars? Wait a minute.
They was
Gambling.
saying that he owned some money in Vegas, so he had to like do a residency to pay it off or something to that effect.
He ain't never
Allegedly.
gonna leave
Allegedly.
Vegas.
He ain't never gonna make it.
I
He
said
ain't
that's
never
gonna
gonna
be a
make it.
long residency.
He ain't never gonna make it.
Allegedly. Just in
Right.
case. Just in case.
Case.
Um,
Right.
Case.
Adrian.
Yeah.
I mean Adrian. Yeah, you said your name was Adrian. I can say it now.
Yeah.
Kate. Kate. Do you have a favorite scene from Rocky?
I like the ice skating scene. It's just intimate and kind of scary too because the whole time I'm thinking, is somebody finna bust their groove? Because they snuck in there and they weren't supposed to be in there, and it's just so many things I love about Sly Stallone. He is one of my favorite actors of all time.
Mm,
There are like in everything he does, like his spirit just kind of like is imbued in everything. It just goes into
Yeah.
other people. So like on that ice skating scene, he doesn't have skates on, she can't skate, and they're just going around, and it just feels very natural. It just feels like we're peeking into their lives. It doesn't feel orchestrated or anything. It's just really nice. I know that sounds crazy. A lot of
No.
people probably pick like a boxing part of it, but that's not really what makes Rocky. Sly is what makes Rocky.
That's
mm.
not
That's
when the
really
fights got good either.
yeah.
Like the matches wasn't great in that movie. They got good later on.
But it was the first time like you could see that kind of like sports action on a like
Yeah.
on the silver screen like that
Yeah.
with the way that they filmed it. Now when we look at it, especially because we're really spoiled because of what Coogler did with Creed and how he makes those boxing scenes look so legit.
Yeah.
Now when we look at it, we're like, it's kind of like like when we look at like the dinosaur scenes, some of the dinosaur scenes in Jurassic Park. Now we're like, but back then we were in it.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. We
I
were
mean
in
that
it,
the
in it.
theme song was kind of good though. Like I don't know what it
Man,
is about the theme song to Rocky, but it does kind of pump you up when you're watching the movie.
Conti. Bill Conti is a legend, and then that's the other part about what makes that just a whole complete movie is all those moving parts, but the music is so important. I work out right now to Rocky soundtrack.
As you should.
It was a good soundtrack. I
Now
Kills
that's
can't hate
more
on the Rocky
calories.
soundtrack.
like I said, I didn't watch the movie, but hey, Nessa. Now I didn't watch the movie, but I
Hey
know
y'all.
that theme song.
So
I know that
Good,
song. All right.
good.
It's
Right.
something about the song, the way that the beat builds and like when it crescendos and the dun dun, like it's just something about it. Like it's really good. They went off with that one.
like
Mm-hmm.
it hit you in the chest or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. I definitely got hit in the chest.
but
That's one thing too. Oh, sorry. That's one thing too. When they did Creed, like they kept that energy when they moved into it. Like they stay, like the fidelity is still there, even though it's a whole different composer, basically. But it was
Mm-hmm.
really nice. I appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I dig when composers like go back to the history and try to keep that. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I like the Superman theme so much in this new movie because it's a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new, and it's
Did
something
did
beautiful. I'm gonna
Hans?
stop talking about Superman,
Yeah,
but
No, you
but
got
did
him.
I mean,
that's
this
his
is
man's. That's his
you,
man's
you
in
got a
them.
great opportunity to talk about them
It fits.
in this particular topic.
In this particular topic. Hans did the new one too, didn't he?
He did the one before this one. He did the
Okay.
one that Zack Snyder did. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that was 2012, maybe around that time, something like that. Before they James Gunn came in and refreshed everything again.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But this was a lesser known composer that came in and did this one. But he did a good job.
He
He
did
did
a
a good
good
job.
job. He did a good job.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. Y'all don't want to get Doc started on movie soundtracks and
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
that's a whole nother
I'm
composers.
episode
sorry.
right there.
for real,
Doc.
because
Yeah.
I'm a huge
Me
Hans
and
Zimmer fan. I'm a I'm a fan of what's the guy that does Tim Burton's music most of the time?
Danny Elfman.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Danny
hmm
Elfman. I'm really a fan of Danny Elfman. I love
I
Danny
like him
Elfman's music.
too. And there's
Dude
another
is
composer. I forgot the other guy's name. I want to say it's like Ludwig something. I like him too.
Yeah,
Ludwig. Yeah, that's what she was just talking about.
from
Mm-hmm.
Creed.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Black
yeah, it's some
Panther.
great
So
composers out there.
There it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, let's switch back over to The Godfather
I
because
made
I
him an
will
offer
also
he
like to
couldn't
know what your
refuse.
favorite what your favorite parts of the movie is, Doc, in Godfather.
Well, I can't choose a scene, but
I
there's
figured you
just
couldn't.
nah, I couldn't. But there's just a lot of vibe in that movie, though. Like just to kind of start with Marlon Brando and what he does with that particular character. I mean, it's almost like he's in his own little separate movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Almost like
Mm-hmm.
he's still doing him, but when he's in the midst of talking and doing his thing, he's completely on his own little thing, and he kind of sets the stage for the movie, and kind of everything kind of fits around him. But
It is a long movie, Evelyn.
yeah, it is, it is. But I also, because again, kind of like what she was getting over Rocky, I'm a fan of the action, not because it's funny, but it's more along the lines of you kind of they're trying to figure out what mob action looks like, or they're trying to
Mm.
translate it into what was going on at the time, or for what they were doing at the time, they're gonna, I guess, modernize for when they was making the movie,
Yeah.
and they was trying to come up with their own little view of it, and it's just kind of this stilted but very visceral kind of action that you can kind of really get behind, and like the telephone booth scene where it is the whole take the cannoli, leave the gun thing. I mean, like everything is done in a real way that you still see nowadays. Like Martin Scorsese is such a child of those movies. Like everything he's done is based off of what
Yeah.
Coppola did, 30, 40 years ago. Uh, what else about The Godfather?
It sounds like it's a lot of movie to pick from. I
It
haven't
is.
seen Godfather either. That's another couple of movies I haven't seen. I just know it's classic movies. Everybody
I
It's
always
such
highly
an
talks about
recommend
iconic
it.
it's such an iconic thing. If you
Put
don't even
aside a
watch
whole
the whole
afternoon
movies,
for it,
there's
though.
scenes you gotta like you just kind of have to know.
It's not short.
Well, it's not even about like it's about it's worth your time. Like even on IMDb to this day, it's the second highest ranked movie on IMDb. Like it's
Really?
up
What's
there.
the first
Yeah,
one?
number one is Shawshank. But
Really interesting.
yeah, it's still up there even after all these movies.
Oh, Shawshank.
It's regarded very highly. The soundtrack of it is beautiful. And then like what Doc was talking about with the mob action, like real live gangsters will say that it's very true to life, like as far as how everything happened back in the day and stuff like that.
I mean, there have been
Like,
gangster movies before that, but this is the gangster movie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really did change the game
Mm-hmm.
for the
Mm-hmm.
mob gangster movie for real.
Right. And the emphasis on family, loyalty, that kind of stuff is really dope.
Yes,
Love that
like you
movie.
said, the vibe of it all. Like I love the way it looks and the way it feels. Like it's gritty, but it's something like beautiful about it that
Yeah.
just it just feels so. It's so different, but you know, it's again legendary film. You could like
Hmm.
say a bunch of things about it. It's really great. The cinematography of it is great. Um, Novocaine. What about
Huh.
you? What's a movie that you did from the '60s and or '70s?
First of all, I haven't seen a movie from the 60s or the 70s in literal decades. Um, so I had to dig deep to figure out which ones I really liked. And I'm going to throw out a couple of names right now because I had to think of like movies I really enjoyed. The number one probably is going to be Coolie High. I love Coolie
Yeah.
High. There's just something about Coolie High that just made me feel so secure with my blackness. And I used to watch that movie all the time between like 10 and 13 years old. So Coolie
Yeah,
High is definitely up there. But my number one favorite movie out of the 70s is probably going to be Carrie.
Carrie. Oh, I forgot about Carrie.
Yeah, I'm a huge horror movie fan. I say it a lot of the times and things like that. But horror movies in the 70s, like the way that they were starting to shoot them and just the way that they were writing them was a whole nother ball game compared to anything that came out before then. So like with Carrie, it was first of all, it's a little crazy. It
Just a
was a little
little.
crazy, but it
Okay.
needed to be a little crazy because it's the story of Carrie. If as anyone know, she was intense. Her mom because her mom was intense, so she had to be
Yeah.
intense.
There were no good people in
Um,
that movie.
but they did a great
No.
job. Like till
No.
this day,
Students, the mom,
yes,
everybody crazy.
everybody crazy. Everybody crazy. I still say out of all of like the reboots or sequels or whatever they've done in after that, I still say that that very first Carrie movie is the best out of all of them, for sure.
It was something about watching Carrie as a kid. Just seeing like that last scene. Like, first of all, the crescendo up to that last scene was it is well done, but I don't know, man. It's something that just disturbed me about the whole
It is
last scene.
disturbing.
I
It
don't
is
know.
disturbing, but it's so good. Like you can't look away.
It's so red at the end. It's just
It
red.
should have been. It's
Straight.
It
supposed to
is
be.
very red.
It's
Very red.
supposed to be. And then
I
I
know.
I know you were gonna ask me about my favorite scene. I couldn't wait to say it, but like right before she snapped and she's like, "They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you." And then she was like, Carrie was like, y'all better not laugh. And then everything just went haywire after that. I was like, get it, girl. So Carrie is definitely one of probably it's possibly my favorite 1970s film for sure. Probably, maybe.
It's a good
Just
choice.
It is.
listening to the acting of those movies, and you can kind of still see like some of like that 50s, 60s still in the DNA a little
Yeah.
bit from just how
Hmm.
they like deliver the lines. Is like slightly Shakespearean. I know we were breaking away from that in the 60s and 70s, but some
Yeah.
actors still kind of maintained it a little bit. It makes things that much creepier, I
That's kind
guess.
of something I miss even in horror films. Like they don't do acting the way that they used to do acting. Like they really took it serious as a art. Like it seems like that some of these actors are using it as a hobby. So
Yeah.
you can tell like the skill difference. Like these actors in the 70s, these actors these days have nothing on the actors from the 70s for sure. 100%.
You know what else too? Like today, they don't have to shoot on film like that, so you can possibly get a second and a third take. You know, they did extra takes back in the day, but you
You had
had
to
to
bring
really
it.
make it count.
Yeah.
Costly.
You
Yeah.
had to bring it. You had to bring it.
Hmm.
Yes. That makes sense. That makes sense. They took their job, their craft very seriously because That film was expensive.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Um, I guess I go now.
Yeah, BK, what's gonna be yours? I already know what yours is. Let's say it all together,
I
everybody,
mean,
one at one time.
I want to see how wrong y'all are. I want to see how wrong y'all are.
Let's all say it at one time.
It's not on your shirt. That ain't it.
That ain't
It
it.
is.
That ain't
It
it.
absolutely is not. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
What's up? What's up, Russell Faye?
Hey, Wrestle Faith.
Glad to see you pop
Glad
through.
to
Get
see
well
you,
soon.
girl.
CCN. Everybody that we've talked to so far is from CCN, by the way.
Mhm.
Coach Clash
Shout out
Network.
CCA.
Go to
Yeah, I see all them all the
coachclashnetwork.com.
time.
So back to this. My favorite movie is actually Cooley High.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay. Good deal.
Like,
twinning.
okay,
Coaches.
so I'm gonna tell you why Cooley High is my favorite movie. Because not is it's not necessarily about the culture,
Hmm.
but it's about the entire collective film just feels
It
authentic.
feels good. Yeah, it
It
does.
feels authentic.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
It feels good.
It does. That's
my
why I said
favorite scene.
it like solidified my blackness as a young, as a especially as a youngin. Like it's like we out here. Like
Yeah, yeah. I guess I got a few favorite scenes from that movie, but I'm gonna give you two. One's not necessarily my favorite film. It's just that scene when they skip school to go to the zoo and Puda got hit in the chest with the monkey poop. So that happened to my uncle in real life because my mom,
Oh wow.
they spent some time in New York, and I remember her telling me that story. So when I seen it in the movie, I thought it was just like the most hilarious thing because it just proved to me that that crap actually
it could
happens to
happen.
people. Because you know how you hear fantastical stories from your parents, you're like, that can't happen. But then after I seen it in the movie, like, so it's actually a thing. And my second scene is the party scene
I
at the
knew you was about to
house.
say that. I knew you was about to say
Well,
that.
girl got mad because they was leaning on the brake front. They was like, "Don't be leaning on my mama brake front." And then, and then things got a little heated at the party. A little fight broke out, and the brake front fell. I'm like, man, she about to get a whooping. It's about to go down at this house, boy.
I know. I remember my mom telling me like the reason why Coolie High was so refreshing was because it was like a break from those black exploitation films at the time. So it was
Yeah,
something that was more relatable, something that was authentic. So that's why Coolie High is a high regard for a lot of films in the '70s. Period.
I mean, and as a kid, you not only had Michael Jackson daddy in the movie, but you also had the Colonel from Different World in the movie.
Yep.
So it's like
Yep.
it was like the blackest film of all time, and the soundtrack was
Lawrence Fishburne
amazing.
was in there. Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is my favorite movie. Like, listen, old buddy, hey Melba, these my clothes to work in. Like, I can like sit here and recite the whole movie because that's how much I watched that movie. Like, I
When they
made
was
my
on that
parents buy it on
joyride,
VHS,
when they was on that
and
joyride,
oh
whiplash, whiplash,
yeah,
like you
I
barely
own the
got hit,
movie. I own the movie right now. I went and got it on DVD
as you
because
should.
I needed to have it in my collection.
Right.
Good deal.
So we gotta talk about the second films that we like from the
I'm going
70s.
horror again, just so y'all know.
Before
And
we get
also I
there,
want to circle
Hold
back
on, wait.
to what Nova was talking about the black exploitation. We can do that later, but I'm glad that you brought that up because that was something that's really important to the 70s
Yes,
let me write
for the
that down
culture.
for the
so we don't
culture.
forget to go back around to it.
Do you like Amityville horror? I mean, yeah, Amityville. My mom loved that movie. Let me watch it too. Yeah, of course, I love Amityville. The thing about Amityville, though, there's like literally 20 movies that exist now, so it has to be. That's also one of those movies that has to be the original for me. Like, it
I've
has to
never
be.
seen it.
You never seen it? None of them. There's literally like 12.
No.
Okay, there's
I
not
saw the
12.
remake
There's
that
like six.
Ryan Reynolds was in, but I never watched the original.
That's the worst
Yeah,
remake.
I like the original. I don't know. You know what? Before we even get into that, why is there so many Amityville horror remakes?
It's a
Why?
popular story. It's a popular. I don't know why the story is so popular. I don't know why, but it's a very popular story. I know when it was happening, it was in the media a lot. So maybe during the time like newspapers were taking off and things, maybe I don't know.
I
And
feel like somebody got to redo it
because
every
it's
5 years.
literally been made like 6 times at this point.
It
And
doesn't make any sense.
there's no point. Ed and Lorraine Warren were part of that too.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. From the other set of films that
The
won't die.
Conjuring.
Conjuring films,
Because
people.
they were real people, so
Yeah, yeah.
that was one of their missions, was to go up there and exercise the house and things like that. And it's a huge house. It's one of those homes that is super recognizable. And the land, how the land is. That's a good question though. Why do they keep remaking it? That's a really good question. It was a book as well, but a lot of books only got like one, maybe two films. This literally has like six of them. I
I
might
don't want
be,
to go
I
through the
might still
same
be,
trauma over and over again.
I might be
If
exaggerating. I might be exaggerating, but from what I remember, there's like almost six movies.
I don't know. I think Amityville Horror has been remade almost, and I know this is definitely an exaggeration, but I'm saying it anyway. It feels like that it's been remade as much. Amityville Horror has been remade as much as The Wizard of Oz. That's how it feels.
The Wizard of Oz, we only got three
Okay, it was movies. It was Wizard of Oz movies before the one that everybody loves.
before.
Before what's her
Dorothy.
name? What's her,
What's the lady's
For
name?
the-
that
Before
woman
Dorothy.
named
That's the
Dorothy
lady.
now?
That's
That's
the
not that
lady.
lady's name.
The
What's
lady
her
that
name?
sings
Lonesome Nelly Mama. What's her
what's
name?
her name? That sings somewhere over
Yeah,
rainbow.
from
That
was it
lady.
like the 50s? Was it 60s, 50s, 50s,
40s, I think.
40s? Yeah, there were movies before that one,
There
and
were
it's been
Wizard of Oz
remade. So
movies before then.
yeah, yeah. So I was watching a documentary about them redoing that movie at the Vegas Dome,
Don't
and they
laugh.
were
No.
saying that they just keep remaking the Wizard of Oz. They keep redoing it. I don't know
I
why.
actually want to go see that though.
I do too.
What,
That's
Wicked?
like
Really?
Wicked for
that seemed like a
good?
cool
Not
experience.
Wicked, Wizard of Oz at the
The
Vegas
Sphere?
Dome. The
Mm,
Sphere. Thank you.
I do too.
That's
Judy
just too much
Garland. I
money
had to
for
look
me.
it up.
Judy Garland.
Judy
I
Garland.
was like Liza Mama. That's
You
all I can
guys,
remember.
you guys, we got to
You
do
know,
better with
Liza
knowing our
them.
white people now. We got to do better with knowing our white actors. Okay,
No, no, I don't.
This is the only one I recognize.
No, I don't.
just Rocky.
Yeah.
Why I gotta recognize them? God forgive me. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Has coffee been mentioned? No, no one has mentioned coffee. I've
I don't know
never
what it
seen coffee.
is.
That's
I
for
know
the
of the
black
movie. I never seen
exploitation
it.
part. Yeah.
Okay, we'll save that one for the black exploitation part of the conversation. Let's try to get into
Our second favorite film.
our second favorite films. We're gonna start with you again, Big Nose Kate.
Okay. Well, I it's not the one I really want to talk about, but we're all up in the 70s, so I'm gonna take it to the 60s and just talk about a movie that we watched in school after we read the book. Because for the 60s, there's not a lot of movies I've seen. Like, it was
No,
like four of them,
I was gonna
for
say
real.
that all my
But out
movies
of
is from the
respect for the
70s.
pod, I'm going to talk about To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, okay.
Because, oh, y'all had to
Solid.
watch it in school too? Y'all had to read it in school? Because to me, it astounds me with the way America is that movie even got made.
Mm.
Because it's like, yes, there are, yes, it's a white savior movie,
Hmm.
but it's also just showing that this black man is a full human and he's not a monster.
That's
And
Sidney
some,
Poitier, right?
no, it's not. I don't know what his name is, but he was like in theater. He was a beautiful black man, but I can't think of what his name
I'm
is.
about to
But
Google it
I
for
can,
you.
yeah, look it up real quick. But it's like just the whole story of sometimes white women be lying.
Mm.
And it's just well acted. The child acting is great. It's just really good.
Uh
And I
oh.
think he won an Oscar for that. Like is it Gregory Peck or somebody like that?
Yeah.
Like
Is it Brock
well
Peters?
deserved.
It's Brock Peters.
What's his name?
Brock
Brock
Peters.
Peters.
You
That's the
recognize him
only.
though. He's been around.
Oh,
Listen,
he looks very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
he
Yeah. So
played when he in Pollyanna. Is it Pollyanna he was in?
probably.
Pollyanna.
But I didn't really have a lot from the 60s that I could get jiggy with. Cause
I don't have not one 60 movie. I don't have one. I don't have one. And it's crazy because
I don't
I
either.
probably have two movies from the 40s. I probably have two or three movies from the 50s, but I have nothing in the 60s, which is crazy for movies. For me, for myself.
Look, I
well,
was
it's dope that
hoping
we've all
that
seen that one.
yeah, Miss
Thanks,
Wallace.
thanks, gas and city schools. Hey.
Miss Wallace. I think it's Miss Wallace made me watch that, and it's not Pollyanna. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That is the Caucasian version. The black version
get
is called
Polly.
Polly. Polly,
That's right.
starring Lil Rudy. It's not that. That's not her name.
She
But
always
you all.
Rudy. She know her name.
uh, Doc, what movie you got?
Mm, I didn't do any ranking, so I'm just kind of pulling off the top of my head. But since the '70s was such a
I'm gonna guess.
what? Go ahead.
Uh, uh.
Hey, Christian.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
nah. I'm not
I
as
Hey,
quit.
big. I'm not as
Christian.
big on Jaws as everybody else is actually.
Okay.
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't a huge Jaws fan
Okay.
either.
But I
Me either.
mean, like going
Thanks for
into
stopping by,
like the
Freddie.
end of the '70s, it was a lot of important sci-fi stuff that was pushing into the '80s,
Mhm.
like Alien and Star
Yeah,
Wars and stuff like that. That kind of ushered in a lot of technological um big steps forward. So I'm gonna go with Star Wars just because of its importance of kind of where it is in the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good one.
I mean just the fact that that movie was nominated for Best Picture.
Mm.
I just a brand new idea. The studio didn't believe in it. It was a completely well back then anyway. It's not that this idea wouldn't be weird nowadays, but
Mhm.
George Lucas walked in the Fox and was just like, I got this thing where this dude in a black suit is trying to take over the galaxy and stuff like this, and they're like, you know, you can do what you want to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we get a little bit of money to do something with it, and it was a little bit of money. Like even if you place it in inflation, I think they gave him maybe 25 or $30 million to make that movie.
Oh
And
wow.
like nowadays, that's not even $100 million movie.
Mm-mm.
yeah,
And he did what he did with it. So I mean, it's a landmark film.
Yes, it
It's
is.
still it's
One of the
still driving
biggest,
people crazy to this day.
one of the biggest franchises in the past 50 years.
Yeah.
for sure. My man literally made that movie in the cave with a box of scraps. Like
I,
He made
essentially,
it in the cave with a box of
essentially,
scraps.
my man really
and I
was putting. If
mean,
you look at
and
the
the
close-ups, it's
studio's
trash.
point to not turning away, turn him into a billionaire.
It
Like
did.
all the stuff that comes with merchandising and stuff like that, they didn't want it. They just like you keep all of that. This movie ain't gonna be nothing.
And
So
he made more money from that.
he kept all of those rights and all those licenses, and it turned them into George Lucas.
Lucasfilms.
One of the
Lucasfilms.
probably, like y'all said, one of the most important franchises of the past 50 years, and like one of my favorite franchises of all time. But no, it's not on my list. But it is a great franchise.
What? Okay, now
But
that's super surprising.
but it also reminded me going back to what you guys were saying about the fights in Rocky. Looking at the old Star Wars fights and then going back to watch the new Star Wars fights. Oh, it is
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
It's a
hard.
huge jump. It's a
yeah.
huge
It
jump.
is so hard to
Big
get
League
back into
Four. It's
the.
Big League Four
Like
Ooh.
nowadays.
it's
But that's just because, like you said, how far technology has come from
Oh,
since then.
Warriors. That's a good
You
pull.
know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the Warriors is a good one.
Like Warriors. Yeah.
Come
Warriors.
out and play.
Come on and play. Yep, that's the line. That's the line.
Another
But yes,
legendary.
Star Wars is definitely also another film that I have not watched. Sorry. I've only seen episode 1 and 2. I did all because I was a child when that came out. And Star Wars, I guess it just wasn't pushed in my household, so I didn't watch it. But from what I hear from everybody, everyone is like, oh, 5 and 6. Even though the production and like you guys said, it looked like he made it in a cave with a box of scraps.
I
It's
mean,
That's
still
only on
like
4.
there's still four.
Yeah, the rest of them.
Yeah,
elevated because they got a
because
budget
they got
now.
some money after that.
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah.
like those first, everyone always talk about those first three films that came out back in the 70s and the early 80s. And one of these days, I am going to take the time out to watch them all.
I mean,
One of these days. I did watch one and two, so I don't have to watch them. Episode one and two,
you
and
saw
like I
Mace
said,
Windu. That's like the greatest Jedi of all time. So you good,
who? Which one?
Mace Windu.
The
Who's
black
this
man,
actor?
Samuel
It's
Jackson.
Samuel L.
Oh,
Jackson.
okay. Yeah, I
Listen,
saw that.
listen. I went to Disney and made a purple lightsaber. Okay, Mace Windu was great.
Me. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh
I'm not
no, we
gonna do
putting this
nothing.
on. We
Spicy.
gotta address this one.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
not doing nothing. I'm
oh,
not doing nothing to that. BK got that. Go ahead.
I'm not Mimi. You know you my girl. Like you one of my favorite people in the world. But we can't be friends if you don't like Star Wars. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, you got to watch one and two. Like if you don't know Jar Jar Binks, then you're missing
No,
out.
stop,
They
please.
said Jar Jar is one of the worst characters that they added into the franchise. Why you do that?
Jar Jar is
I
the
be looking at the
reason that
conversations.
the Sith took over. Jar Jar is evil. Great character. I think I always thought he was funny, but people really do hate Jar Jar.
Yeah,
Well,
I see that
they're
across
turning
the board.
But
around on them just like they're turning around on all of those movies back in the early 2000s.
Mhm.
true,
Or in the
true.
2000s, I should say.
I I think the thing seriously though, I think the thing that made 4, 5, and 6 so great was one, they kind of I'm not gonna say he limped his way into like an epic story, but obviously he didn't know exactly where it was going. But by the time we got to the twist of, Luke, I am your father, it made up for everything else that kind of like tripped up into it.
Why is that obvious? I just always assumed that Obi-Wan was a liar, like all this time from a certain point of view. Like I've always just assumed.
I thought he was lying.
So
Or he didn't believe in the Force, really.
He didn't
He was
believe
lying.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
force.
for
Like
him
he
to
had
have
became a
for
bit of a
him to
heretic at
for
the
him to
end.
be like, this is episode 4, I never felt like that was like a rewrite or whatever. I always felt like he always knew that
Okay,
he
I'm not
knew.
gonna say he
It's a
didn't
feeling
always
that I
know.
haven't had in a long time. Like, like I thought that was on the first one when he was sensing Obi-Wan on the ship. He was like, you remember when Darth Vader had the sense? He had the feeling. He
Yeah.
felt the yeah, man. Don't do my boy George like that.
Okay, not the whole thing, because you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say he stumbled into the whole thing. I definitely think he had like major points he was gonna hit, but some of that like it
The
just
kissing your
felt.
sister part.
Oh, that's like the biggest one right there, though, right? It's like the biggest one. Like,
Excuse me.
come on,
Why
George.
he too
It's either
stuck.
that or you have a real weird incest thing going on.
It's peculiar. We haven't. That's a different kind of energy. We didn't get that until Game of Thrones.
It was a choice.
It was definitely a choice. It was definitely a choice.
Yeah.
It's definitely a choice.
I
But yeah.
see. Alien. They're still making films to this day. Alien
Yes.
is a
Yep.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid one.
Again, that age of just new, fresh sci-fi ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, Predator didn't come out in the 70s, but Predators came out in the 80s, and they got a brand new Predator movie coming out either this weekend or next weekend. I
And
can't
I'm gonna
remember.
watch
Movie
it.
and the show
So I
too,
mean,
right? They have a show too.
it was a golden age of sci-fi.
And
It
just with
was. I agree.
what they're saying about Alien, like Ridley Scott, that is Alien 1 is a masterpiece.
Facts.
And if there was a movie where I had to pick where I wasn't trying to do the assignment because I was coming to class, I would have picked
Well,
Alien. Because you have to think about what we saw before that. We never seen
We
anything
never
move
seen
like
it.
that. Like it's not necessarily like the way it moved, but it's the way it was shot to make it move that way.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
they had puppetry, they had a guy in a suit,
Yes.
right? They had all kinds of camera trickery, and it was done like a G. Like
Mm-hmm.
the suspense of it, and the part that I like too, because we really didn't have a whole lot of that beyond like a Jackie Brown, was an action movie with a female protagonist like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Mhm.
badass. Like we
Yeah,
didn't
she
have a
was.
whole lot of that. So like Alien is like my that would have been my pick if I wasn't trying to give the
I
'60s a
mean,
shout out.
just make it,
You
just
gotta
make
get
it
the
your
60
pick.
shout out.
I mean, at least one of
No,
us got
sir.
something
I
from the
had to
'60s
do
though.
To Kill a Mockingbird in black and white because
You got to.
somewhere we had to talk about the '60s and
Somewhere we
somebody
had,
put it on there.
yeah, somebody put it on there.
Well, we decided to do double decades, and I figured it was one
That's
person
not
on this
that's not what
show
we
that was going to
decided.
bring up something from the '60s
There you go.
because
There
I
you
was
go.
looking
There you
for
go.
something from the
'60s had a
'60s
good
for
little run
myself
with
and couldn't
James
find
Bond
any.
movies too.
Yeah.
I think they had like
Oh,
4 just in that decade.
But I
oh
didn't
yeah,
see.
Sean Connery is best James Bond to
All
me though.
Dr.
right, Doc,
No.
you just made me think. You just made me think about that. Okay, good one.
Shook
That's a
and
good
not
one.
stirred. That's my boy right there.
Scared.
That's my
Scared.
boy. I love that guy. If
That's a good
we're
Sean
talking about
Connery.
favorite, if we're talking about favorite, it was a terrible Sean Connery. We're talking about favorite white actors. I think he's like right up there for me.
Really? Why?
Mostly James Bond, but I also liked
Oh.
him. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I
That was a
I was
box
thinking that.
office
Oh,
bomb.
good.
It
I was
was a
We
thinking
was
about
bomb,
that.
talking
but it
about
was a
that.
great film.
Love League Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes,
Oh,
we
so
never got a sequel, but it's okay.
we really should have. Oh man,
It's
we
Yeah,
really
okay.
should
him,
have.
that, The Untouchables,
They could have
Oh, The
actually had a whole.
13th
The
Untouchables.
Warrior.
Untouchables is a
Like,
good one too.
it's
They
a
could
lot
have
of
had
good
a whole
Sean Connery stuff
universe
out
with
there.
a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but it's okay.
Entrapment.
I see now we're
Entrapment.
gonna have to bring you guys on for the '80s because I got some films I want to talk about in the '80s that I probably like because we were kids in the '80s, so I
Mm-hmm.
probably got more a better grasp on it.
Y'all were kids in the 80s.
Sorry, I was born in '86. But what were we talking about? Oh, you know what though? Last thing about Star Wars before we move on, because I think Novocaine, you're next, right? No,
Yes.
yeah, you're next. Um, if it wasn't for Star Wars, there would be no Gundam universe, at least not in the way that it is. So I gotta give a shout out to Star Wars because they gave me my favorite anime franchise. So thank you, George.
Oh,
There wouldn't be a lot of space material that we've had not well without
that's
it.
true. I agree. I
That
will
is
agree
true.
to
That's a good
that.
deal.
I agree to that. Number two, like I said, I was gonna keep it in the horror film range, and number two is gonna have to be the king of horror films. Well, the king of slasher horror films, and that is Halloween, the very first.
Oh,
There's something about how, like I said, I love cinematography. I'm a huge cinematography fan. Like the way that they shoot movies is probably what make me feel like will make or break a film. Like you could have horrible acting, the editing could be bad, but if they shoot that joint perfect, it's up there for
yeah,
me.
That's what's
Um,
up.
this was the intro to a lot of different slasher films, and Michael Myers, like he's iconic in himself. Like first of all, you doing a whole 40 in 3.6
Oh, 40.
seconds, and you turn around and he's still back there right behind you, and he walked it. Like what were the odds of that? So
I
I
mean, slasher
love,
films
love,
don't ever
love.
explain how the killer get to you. They
Nah,
never tell you. They
they're
just be
never
like,
gonna
and
tell you.
then there was the killer. He was right there, y'all.
And then it just opened up a whole franchise for him and his character. Allegedly, like a lot of these films that came out, like they wanted to, even though it took decades for like some sequels to come out, like it supposedly like happened right after that, and then like the whole H2O thing, and anyway, that doesn't matter. The first film, the very first film though, they did it so well. Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis for doing her thing. Shout out to the, I forgot the actor that did Michael Myers. Everyone did their job in this film. They made it feel
To
like
Rob Angela Bassett, though.
Michael Myers actually existed. And
Yeah.
probably the very first slasher film I was kind of scared of. But not really. Because I mean, knock him over or something. I don't know. Like set a trap. He gonna get out of it, but move cities. I don't know. What can we do with Michael Myers? But yes, Halloween is definitely
You love
going to
killing them beach
be.
kids.
What you say, Doc?
You love killing them beach kids.
Oh, they were easy picking.
They were.
They really
Hey
didn't
man, they were
have.
just there. Like you said, they didn't run a fight back in nothing. All Mike had to do was just walk up on them.
Mike just had to walk up on them.
That's it.
That's all they had to do. Freddy Krueger. That makes sense for Freddy to scare a lot of people because he in your
Yeah, because you
dreams.
can't get away in your
You can't
Freddie,
get
dreams
away
for
in your
real.
Nah.
Freddie
dreams.
scared me more
But
than
Freddy
martial
came out in
arts.
the 80s.
Yeah, he
Oh
did.
yeah.
So we
Yeah.
really can't get into that because it's against the rules. But I feel like if a lot of y'all was calling Jesus when Freddie was there, y'all probably would have survived.
Hey
That's all
man,
I'm saying.
Freddie's in your head.
I feel
Freddie got
like
issues.
me personally, since I started like this gonna sound wild, but completely off topic. But for me personally, after the movie Inception, like I started training my brain to do things in my dreams. So like in my dreams, real life. Like people be like, "Oh, when I fight in my dreams, it feel like my arms are spaghetti." I don't know about y'all, but I be doing like all types of karate moves. I
That's
spawn
funny.
weapons.
You
I could
straight
like
turned to Neo in there.
bruh, I could transport myself. Like it would just be so wild in my dreams. Like if I know that I got spaghetti arms, obviously my brain isn't as strong as I thought it was the day before or whatever. But like I was able, like my dreams are completely different now. So like
Obviously,
I
I need to
know
do
I would
better
have been
training in
able.
the dream.
Got trained by Cobb.
I
What was
I would have been able to defeat Freddy personally. That's me personally. Now
what
Oh,
was the line they said in that when he's like, "Do think a little bigger, darling," or whatever. What did he say?
Oh yeah. He just had a
And the
little rifle
gun.
shooting at the dude, and he said, "Maybe you ought to think a little bigger, darling."
Oh,
And then he pulled out a
and you
grenade,
took
launched it
that
at
to
him.
heart. You
I
took
did.
that. You took that and ran with it.
I did. I would have made him into like a balloon or something and made him pop. Like,
I mean, he is in your side of the dream world, so you
yeah.
should
Right.
be.
I'm the
We
captain now.
That's what's up.
Freddie,
you
you
got to
done
get a,
messed up.
you got to get away from the '80s. You got to go back.
Oh, sorry.
Christian
Okay.
say he
Shout out
loves
to
Halloween.
Michael. Shout out to Michael. Michael Myers. I ain't got no beef with you, bro. All right.
I do. Your mask is ugly, and I'm not a fan. Um,
Here we go.
Mike Mike
Here we
was out
go.
here driving cars and everything, y'all. That
He
dude
was
has got to.
just a regular dude. He just a regular dude.
It's
He
crazy.
can't get his driver's license.
I mean, I guess,
And
man. Mike.
it's always gonna be forever Michael over Jason any day. So
Oh, that's up now. We say this conversation for next week because we got to do a Halloween episode.
mm,
I think we're doing costumes too, right? Yeah. Anyway,
That's what's up.
so my movie is gonna surprise a lot of people, but it really shouldn't. But it
let's say
will,
it. We're gonna say it again. We're gonna say it this time. For real.
and you will be wrong again
Oh,
You can take that smoke
because
off then, bro.
I'm a comic book fan. It's
You
comic
gotta
book fan.
represent Superman.
Not today. He'll get his chance. He will get his chance.
All
But
right, all right.
I got a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really? Yeah, I am
Yes,
surprised.
yes.
I don't even
Listen,
know this movie.
you
It's
don't.
it's something.
How we
She said it was something.
It is
It
something.
is. It is
It is
something.
something.
Tim Curry
Yeah,
Eight down.
absolutely did his thing,
he's
and
only 11.
I think because of Tim Curry is why the movie was so good. I mean, you had Meatloaf show up in there. That was great. The supporting cast was good. Now, I'm not saying they didn't do their things either because they did, but it's just something about Tim Curry cross dressing that I don't know. It's just something about Frank Furter's like unhinged. Seeing Tim Curry in like the Muppet as the pirate captain and Clue first, and then you go back and you watch that, you're like, this the same Tim Curry that I know Tim Curry, and it's so weird and off putting, but it was good. It turned out good. I don't know why it's good. I mean, the music is good too.
What's the
I
name of
like
this
the
movie
music.
again?
It's
The
good
Rocky Horror
music.
Picture.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I'm gonna Google
It
it.
is to be fair, it is probably like the gayest thing to come out
Gay.
in the 70s. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean like literally it's probably like the
Gay
gayest
as in
thing.
happy or gay as in homosexual?
Gay is in
Both.
homosexual
Yeah,
gays.
yeah.
I thought it was
I've
done
never
well.
seen this movie.
It's a movie that I like that I do not like how it's filmed. It is it is very grungy. But I think the music carries the movie and Tim Curry's personality carries it all.
I think I might watch this.
They did a remake with Laverne
Mm-mm.
Cox.
I don't want to see
Did
the
they?
remake.
I'm unaware of that.
Yes. It was she did good. She did good. But Tim Curry is Tim Curry is Tim Curry.
She
Like,
Tim
played the
Curry
Tim
is
Curry
Tim
character.
Curry.
yes, she played Frankfurter,
They look alike a little.
Interesting.
who's a mad scientist. Frankfurter is a mad scientist. If you guys never watched the movie, he's a mad scientist. They're from Transylvania because of course they are. It is very on the nose. It is very cliche. It is very, I guess, stereotypical and extremely weird. And extremely weird. Also, shout out to the doctor that was in the wheelchair. It was also weird. But yeah, surprising fact that I like that movie. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. I like weird movies though. Not all weird movies, but
So
there's a
that's a
few
good
weird
pick then.
movies I'm cool with. Nova, are you really researching this right now?
I'm gonna
I
watch
don't
it.
know. I
I
don't
had
know.
to see where it
If
was
you don't like
streaming.
old stuff,
I had to see where it was
you might not
streaming.
like it.
I like old movies actually, so I
But
like to
yeah,
see. I like to see the evolution.
I've
So
never
yeah.
seen it all the way through, and I have no desire to.
I can understand that. I can understand that. Listen, the first
and
time I watched
it
it, it
said
was
it's a
nothing else on
musical.
TV. It was
I
nothing
love
else on TV.
musicals.
I'm a huge fan of musicals, so
I will pick up a book if it's nothing else on TV.
You're talking about the '60s Sound of Music. That's from the '60s.
I
Oh,
was
I
like
love the sound of
5.
music.
Oh, not
there it
It's
5.
so
I
is.
was like
hard.
8 or 9 when I watched it the first time.
That's
So
the one.
there was no
Thank you,
books.
Doc. Thank you. That's my '60s movie right
The
there.
Sound of Music
That's
is
my
your
'60s
60s.
movie.
Yes.
Yes, most definitely. Most
What do we
definitely.
do about a problem like Maria? That's a
Yes.
banger.
Yes.
Out
Yes.
of all the musicals I've watched, it's like one of mine. I ain't
But
gonna
we're
say
talking
my
about
least
'60s.
favorite.
Your
I didn't
least
say
favorite
least. It's,
musical?
it's not my least favorite musical,
Oh.
but I know it's something else in the '60s that I probably like more than that though. Chitty
Hmm.
Chitty Bang Bang was that the '60s?
I don't like the sound of music because of the story.
I like the sound of music because of the music. I like it because of the
I mean,
music.
it's
The
a
story
musical. If you
is
don't like the music,
And the
then
cinematography is good too.
Yeah.
okay, I
Give
will
very good
grant you that.
cinematography.
Like the way the movie looks is definitely really good. When did Mary Poppins
Yeah.
drop?
I'm
You
gonna say
said
that came out in the '50s.
you said
Mary
Mary
Poppins?
Poppins?
Yeah, that may have been before the '60s. I'm not sure.
I feel like Mary Poppins came out a little bit before The Sound of Music, which is kind of crazy because of all the crazy stuff that they did on Mary Poppins. I feel like it came out like 2 years before. I
It's
could be
like
wrong.
Mary Poppins, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and The Sound of Music for some reason all just kind of roll
Oh
together in
my
my head.
gosh, I dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I have an actual 1960s movie I am really, really big on, and I could remember this movie. I watched it a million times. I have to say this movie, The Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that was the one I was
Oh,
gonna bring on next, but I didn't know it was the 60s.
It
that's a
came out
great one.
It
That's
came
a
out
great one.
1968, and I feel so bad that I have not mentioned this film. I feel so bad. First of all, we talk about movies. I saw the remake first, the one that came out in like 2000 whatever with Mark Wahlberg. It was okay.
Oh my god.
But the
Anytime you put
original,
Mark Wahlberg in a movie, is not good to me.
yeah, no,
I,
facts.
I, I I'm always like, it's Mark. No, never
It's
mind.
Mark. It's
I
Mark.
like him in Ted.
I
It's
like him in a
Mark.
lot of things.
It's
Yeah.
same guy in every movie.
It's
Anyway,
Mark.
sorry. Go ahead. Continue. My bad.
Let me tell you, when I first watched this film, I'm gonna turn on the movie. She was like, we just watched the remake. I'm gonna turn on the original. I said, there's an original? She said, yeah, it was a whole series of movies back in the day.
Good
And I
Christian.
was like, all right, mom, turn it on. So she rented. This is how old that it was. We rented it from like Blockbuster or Hollywood movie or something.
Mhm.
And she turned it on and I was like, okay, we in there. First of all, the makeup, they
Oh
did
man.
that.
When
They
that
did
also
that.
Charleston Heston was in that movie, correct?
Yeah.
Who?
Charleston
In a
Heston.
loincloth.
Yes, yes, yes.
Had to point that out. The
Oh,
loincloth was important.
baby,
Not for the sexual part of it, trust me.
The
the
timeline
sexual
is
part,
crazy.
the time. First of all, and then we watching it. So we watching it or whatever, and he called the girl Nova. So I'm like, Mom, did you name me from this movie? She was like, no, ew, like that, right? I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then we watching it, and I'm just like, I'm like stuck in this film. I'm stuck. And then the ending part,
Hmm.
bruh, when I tell you that last scene, and I was like, what are they saying? They've been on Earth this entire time. My mom was like, yep. I was like, yeah.
Right
Like,
up there with Luke. I am your father.
yeah,
Shout out
Same
to your
energy.
mom for like not ruining that for you.
she never ruined it. She never
Yeah.
ruined it. And that was such a big reveal for me because, like, as a child, you start thinking, like, your brain start moving so many ways. Like, okay, dimensional travel, of course, I was already
Mhm.
on top of that. But I'm like, you jump dimensions, but you're still on Earth and you're like in a future Earth where these apes took over. Like, my
Right.
whole brain was just done. It was done. Like,
Great ending.
shout out to Planet of
Mhm.
the Apes. That actually might be one of my favorite movie franchises of all time.
It's my favorite.
The prequel films are good
Second
too.
favorite.
Like the prequel films are so good for that.
Yes, it
I
is.
definitely like the new movies. Like the newer movies are really well made.
Like
I like the old ones too,
uh,
though.
I'm glad I watched the old ones first though.
I'm glad I watched the old ones first. Yes,
Like
I
I
agree.
said, it got that Star Wars vibe when it came down to the reveal, and then going back to watch the new ones, and now
And
you know
I'm
how they
glad that
got to that point. I'm glad they did that.
they remade it again after Mark Wahlberg as well. Like, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. That was a bad film. It was not.
Stop putting, listen,
I'm
listen.
sorry.
Stop putting Marky Mark in good films. Like, cause stuff be good around him, and then he ruins it. Like,
Wow.
I don't want to
Depends on
say
like Mark
don't give the man
Wahlberg.
work. I'm
Is
not
it
saying don't
oh
give the man
really?
work. I'm just saying give him different work.
I think it's Tim Burton. I think Tim didn't understand what the real themes of that movie
Hmm.
should
I
be.
will grant you that. Tim is only good
Like
at creepy stuff.
the old franchise and the current one understand it's about human nature, kind of like Animal Farm type stuff,
Yeah,
hierarchies, and equality, equity, and what it means to be human and what it means to be worthy of respect and all that kind of stuff. And
Hmm.
Tim is like, it's just not his bag,
no.
you know. It's just not his bag.
Mary Poppins
It's,
Mm.
came out in the '60s, y'all.
yeah, it was a year before Sound of Music,
The
I
year
think.
before. Hmm.
Then that's the '60s films I'm choosing because I love Mary Poppins.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
love Mary Poppins.
Spoonful of sugar. That was
He
a bop. You know,
loves
it's no
Mary
child.
Poppins.
That was a bop.
It was a bop.
Man,
Spoonful of sugar make the medicine go down. That's crazy. And also, it's a franchise about capitalism and all that good stuff. So
okay.
yeah, it's an
I can see
important
that.
movie.
Capitalism.
Well, okay, maybe the later ones was more. The second one was more about the banking system. I mean, they were broke. Didn't they go broke or something like that?
Okay, I'm starting to see some names in the '60s movies that I recognize, but I've never seen these movies, so I'm
Okay.
not even going to talk
I'm
about
gonna
them.
put animal. You said Animal Farm. I'm gonna put that one in there for the future. I love that movie. We got to go to the future
Oh,
films.
what a
Have y'all
night!
not seen it? Have you seen the movie Animal Farm? Novocaine? No.
They haven't
I
either.
read the book.
I heard about the book.
The book was great,
I feel like
but
I
I
read
like
like
the
two
movie too.
pages.
Is it animated?
No
No.
Oh.
puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Did
I
you say
guess
it's what?
puppets.
Oh.
Shout out to
I
Jim
never heard
Henson, by
something
the
about
way.
it at all.
We're gonna
Shout
check
out to
that
Jim
out. That's
Henson.
my homework.
I instantly thought about Sesame Street and the Muppets. I don't know why, but it just that's the that's when you have a
Muppets had
toddler.
movies in the 70s.
Muppets was in the
Yeah.
'70s, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
were dominant.
What did you want to talk about? Oh, BK, you gotta say your last movie before. Did you say your last?
Um.
No, no, you already said another movie.
He
We
said
Yeah,
gotta
Yeah.
Mary
talk.
you
Yeah.
said
Poppins.
Mary Poppins, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the
Mary
black
Poppins,
Black.
exploitation
though.
films.
Yeah,
What do you
dog.
want to talk about?
The impact.
Mm,
Because before that, we didn't have any real representation. Or
mm,
let me put it like this: we didn't have a voice.
mm,
Because that's one of the main criticisms about the black exploitation films was it wasn't representative of black culture,
Touche.
but at least
mm.
it was FUBU. It was for
Mm-hmm.
us, it was by us, and it was impactful. Like there are movies to this day that are still based off of those movies. So like
Mm-hmm.
Chamberlain was bringing up the budget for like George Lucas when he made Star Wars, and the first movie that was made was by Melvin Van Peebles with his fine ass. So fine, such a fine black man. But his budget for that movie was like $50 million or something like that. Like, I was like, where he get all this money? No, I mean like 50 thousand.
Yeah, I'm about to say it wasn't
Fifty
50,000.
I
thousand
was like 50
dollars.
million.
Yeah.
Like,
They
but
got bread.
still though, like
Easily.
$50,000 a lot of money to
It
like
was.
kick off the black exploitation movies, and the
Mm-hmm.
name of it is so funny. It's like sweetie,
Sweetbacks.
sweetback,
Badass song.
but badass has like
Like
seven
seven
S's
S's, yeah.
on the
Oh
end of
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah,
I seen that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I've seen
and
the
it's
name.
like, how gangster is it for you to be like, I'm gonna make a movie and it's gonna be called Sweetbacks badass song, and it did great, and it kicked it off. Everybody was like, "Dag, he did that with that. Okay, bet." And
And
then they just,
it's a great looking movie too. Like it's a beautifully shot movie. Probably like the best looking black exploitation movie ever made.
mm-hmm.
Besides Chef, probably.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
about
was
to
So
gonna say
say
Shaft
now.
came out
you
right
Now
can't.
after
the
that.
one black exploitation is definitely Shaft for me. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
number one for me. But like
Why?
I said, like when we were younger, like there's of course when you're a child, whatever your parents or your older siblings expose you to, that's what you're gonna see. So I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get to see a lot of the black exploitation films growing up. I'm actually ending up going back. I see Mark Smith. Mike just said The Black Godfather, Superfly, and any movie with Pam Grier. Now,
Yeah.
uh,
I will
we
agree
know
to
we know why you like them Pam Grier films, JT.
this.
We know.
I
That's
will.
why. That's why I couldn't watch them for real. I
I
just had
love
a
it.
very sheltered existence. But
Yes.
Doc, on the other hand,
Yes.
Doc
Listen,
was wilding.
I mean,
He saw everything.
my way into films was black exploitation movies. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like I had a relative. You know, you got that one relative that kind of takes a shine to
He ain't
you.
gonna say no names.
It's well, he's not here anymore, so he ain't got to answer for
You ain't
anything.
gotta worry about it.
Exactly. So my uncle was a bit of a movie buff with me coming up, and that was a relative that kind of grabbed me by the hand and showed me stuff, and he was all about the black exploitation stuff. So Sweetback and Shaft and Petey Wheatstraw and Dolomite and all that stuff was some of the first stuff I ever
Dolomite.
seen. You know, so and it kind of really influenced a lot of the stuff that I still like today. My view of music, the movies I like, you know what I'm saying? Like it informed a whole lot. So I
Mhm.
mean, like I love all of that stuff. I mean the bigger budget stuff and the smaller budget stuff. Foxy Brown and Coffee and even the silliest stuff that Dolomite did.
That's my stuff.
Like it's all
I
great.
love Dolomite
I
It's
saw
too.
the
all great.
remake of
And it
Dolomite.
laid way for a lot of us to do things that we wouldn't have been able to do well without it. Like black female leads. There wasn't no black female leads back then. Cleopatra Jones and all the stuff that Pam Grier did. They didn't have no way to get into it without black exploitation stuff.
You right.
I
You
think
And
right.
then
I think
and then it's like what we always do. Like we know the story of Blade, how it saved Marvel,
yeah.
and how Shafts is
Uh,
what
uh,
got Warner Brothers.
MGM actually.
MGM.
Yeah, MGM.
Shaft is what got MGM started, and like with Sweetie Brown, Sweetbacks. I meant sorry, like that was $50,000, but then it turned into $4 million, and $4 million to
Mm.
is a lot to me now,
It's
but
still a
like
lot.
that's without inflation, so that's still
Yeah.
like a really good turnaround. They were like, oh okay, we black people are marketable.
Low
Mm-hmm.
risk, high
Y'all
reward for
can
them.
make money. Shaft
Mm-hmm.
did gangbusters
Yeah.
to
MGM was actually on the path
got
from
to be bankrupt.
so yeah, well,
Right.
they didn't start them off. They saved them from being nothing.
Oh. Also, we
So
So
actually
my
had a
only
black savior for one of the
yeah.
biggest movie
yes.
companies.
It happens all the
Hey,
time. Let's see,
Now they're
MGM,
owned by an online retailer.
mm,
weird. MGM,
so
what's the other one we just named? Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, there's like a bunch of like Fox wouldn't even be Fox if it
yes,
wasn't for
facts. In
um
living
In Living
color.
Color.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Tubi wouldn't be Tubi if it wasn't for those black films that was inspired by the black exploitation type of films.
To
Like,
be low key
even
about
though
to
they're
be
kind of pushing
Tubi.
everybody off now, so
That's
they
what they
pushing the
do.
black people off. Yep, every single time. So
Um,
my
look, what?
thing,
Oh,
my thing about the black exploitation and the issue with it is, don't get me wrong, I love those films. I like to make the jokes. I like how they impacted the culture. Like, it's a lot of stuff I love about those films, but there was no counter to those films. And so the reason that the impact was so big, especially on the negative side, was because there was nothing else to see positive of black films. These are the films that was getting greenlit, and they had very negative connotations in some of them, even though they had a lot of positives too now, like you mentioned
Yeah,
earlier.
I was, yeah. Some of them
But
had some stuff to it, like the one she
yeah,
was talking about with Melvin Van Peebles. That was actually endorsed by the Black Panther Party. Like, as
Mm.
maybe it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, roses and lollipops,
yeah,
but it was accurate.
yeah, he was a
Mm.
yeah,
prostitute, but he was a prostitute with a heart of gold.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
It's the black pretty woman.
But what you're
Um,
saying, BK, is exactly what I was just going to ask you about what your thoughts or what y'all's thoughts were on not just like we see the impact, we're talking about the impact, but just in that time capsule, what that looked like for black people with only seeing those images and also only having those images broadcast to the universe, because those movies made it beyond just the continental United States too. Like that's the
Mm-hmm.
vision that a lot of
yeah,
people saw of us,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
which
but
is dangerous. So you know
I
what
think,
happened?
yeah, I think in the black community, I think they also understood the double edge of this. They knew that it had to start somewhere. They knew that they had to support it, because if they didn't support it, they wouldn't get another opportunity to at least have some part of their stories told.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think there was still that duality of, we know this is like bottom of the barrel of what we could possibly do.
Mm.
Because if you look at, obviously that was the case, because you look at Sidney Poitier, and he was over here in the white film sector, and he was taking only those roles that was not exactly that. So obviously, I know my people were smart enough to know that they were given, I don't want to say scraps, but they wasn't given the opportunity that they deserved, but
Mm.
it's the opportunity that was given. Which is why
He
now,
did
if you look
support
at us,
those films though too. Like, he
yeah,
even like made a couple of them,
yeah, but like by and large, his whole filmography, what he's known for, is more of the
in the
what
Heat of
would
the
be
Night
considered the
'60s
upper
movie.
class.
Sorry, but
Heat of
real
the Night,
talk.
it sure is, right, right.
Heat of the Night's another '60s movie.
Personally, I'm not like a huge fan of Sydney, but that's another conversation. My mom, if she's listening, she probably gonna fuss at me again. We've had this conversation when I was younger, uh, but I think that we understood it, and until like what Spike Lee came along, maybe
Yes.
we didn't really get
And
like,
and Boys in the Hood,
oh,
John Singleton. Yeah,
John
the
Singleton.
combo was like a
Yeah, we didn't. I feel like they kind of authentified the films a little bit more, or at least gave it a more of a nuanced voice, I would say.
But even then, like some of those films still weren't the most positive films.
No, no, absolutely not. But the messaging was there.
Yeah. Message.
Yeah, and we caught those messages, and I think they didn't realize that the messages was so strong,
Mm.
especially when you watch like a School Days. You know,
Mm-hmm. 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 That's something we're gonna have to talk about for the 80s and the 90s, though.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
still
they
think
definitely
Spike is a
presented some
very
new
flawed
aspects of it.
director, though, when it comes down to messaging. But I think, like I said, like go back to
What?
the spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. You kind of need a lot of that bad to get stuff made, but you can still put in a lot of good in the movie, and the people that need to see it and understand it will see it and understand it. And the black exploitation had a lot of that too. It just wasn't the loudest part of the film, or what's remembered, I will say.
Well, it also goes into the role of the artist, like what Nina Simone was talking about, as far as you're an artist and you create,
Mm.
and you owe it to yourself to um, not castrate your creativity. So you tell the stories that you want to tell, but you also have a responsibility for how that's received sometimes. And there has to be some sort of balance sometimes. Some people would rather count the coins, and some people would rather um, own that responsibility. So it's a balance. And it's just like what you said, there was just a whole lot of one thing, and that's why the NAACP was like, nah, we gotta shut this down, son. And I had no idea until we were gonna have this conversation that that's what happened. That was the cause of the death of black
I didn't know
exploitation.
that. There's a documentary on
They're the
Netflix.
ones that named it that. The NAACP is that's the one that coined that name.
Really?
A guy from the Beverly Hills. He was president of the Beverly Hills NAACP or NAACP. Was the one that coined that phrase like the year after they first started coming out in 71. So they died in like 76. It was like 200 films.
Jeez.
Jewels.
I
But
still think
yeah.
there's a place for them though. I don't want y'all to think that I think like they're just all negative. Because one of my favorite
Us,
films is Black Dynamite, and that is
same,
pretty much
Dynamite.
black
same.
exploitation. So
But to your point, that movie takes all the cues from those movies, and look what that movie is kind of showing you.
It's in my top
Hmm.
20.
I mean, it's a comedy and it's
It
funny and
is
all, but
comedy and it's
it's
entertaining.
pimps, it's what I'm saying,
Camp
ninjas,
Kangaroo
and
Pimp.
it's everything
A
all them
kung
for
fu
start
pimp.
prostitutes and all that stuff. So I mean, it's what they were is completely out there. But for everything that is, they still served a very good purpose of getting those artists an opportunity to actually get out there and show themselves.
It's that
Yeah, because
conversation Bill Cosby had all the time when he was dogging out the new crop of television shows that came out after the Cosby Show, because it wasn't the Cosby Show, and he was like, "You guys are making us look bad and all that kind of stuff," and it's like, "Oh, dog, pops, like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do my thug thizzle my
yeah,
way," and it's
but
kind of just that whole thing is like it's got to be a balance to me.
I think it's
Right.
unfair to look at us, especially at that time, now of having to uphold some sort of standard though, when the white counterparts wasn't holding up that same standard,
Of course
you
not.
know? And it's always been like the unfair thing is like every time we do something on our end, we have to like police ourselves or we have to do the respectability thing.
Yep.
When yes, I do believe like all of hip hop shouldn't be about drugs, sex, and money.
But
I
it's
do
not.
believe that. It's not, but that's the
That's what's
pushing.
pushed. That's what's
But
pushed.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe it all should be that, but it's not. But I also think there's room for the Arrested Developments, the Tribe Called Quest, the et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
I feel the same way about film and TV too. Like there's room for both, but for some reason, if you're not fitting in those boxes of the stereotypical what everybody wants, the majority of people that watch TV wants and understands is like either they don't understand the blackness that's there or they don't want to understand the blackness. They can't come down, they can't get on our level and say, okay, I understand why Urkel is a nerd, or I'm just saying, like, it's just I don't know. I don't know. It's a longer conversation that should be had though. I don't know if we have the time for it today. We're like 16 minutes over.
Yeah, we a little over.
My bad, player.
No, no, no,
I
no. You
appreciate
good?
y'all letting us have that conversation though, because
No,
I
no.
think it's important.
We had
It's
Oh
our
to.
no,
history.
that was a good
It
conversation
is
to
our
have.
it is our history, and like you said, it was the catalyst to push black entertainment forward.
Hmm. We're
I mean,
marketable.
now without
Hmm.
any of that, half the people that we know and love now. There will be no Spike Lee. There will be no John Singleton. There will be no
Quentin
Issa Rae.
Tarantino.
Quinn,
That's the
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino. That's why he made Foxy Brown.
And
Like,
he white.
yeah.
yeah, but
Oh,
Yeah.
but his
But he was
main
inspired by those
source
films.
but he
of
was
like
inspired by those films. Okay, okay,
very
okay.
deeply, even to this day,
He's
Yeah, you
even
could
talked
tell.
about it.
You could tell.
He's even talked about it in pretty deep detail
all the
about
time.
how hard they
Hmm.
influenced him. Like his early stuff looks like
It looks
70s.
like it
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. You could tell for
And
sure.
that's obviously why he likes to say the N word so much.
Yeah, I was about to say his use of the N word is pretty deep in it
I
too.
didn't
He
want to bring
wanted
it up,
this
but
so
since
bad.
y'all brought it up, he does.
He
It is a
does.
lot
But
of N words in there.
they pilfered a lot from those movies. I mentioned James Bond earlier. There was a James Bond movie that came out in the 70s called Live and Let Die that had a black exploitation esque Bond girl in it. And it was all because that, you know what I'm saying, that actress got that shot because of those movies. So I mean, it's purpose, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking at it now, we can see where it goes. But in the moment, I think it was definitely like some dissent going on. I think the same argument we still having now about certain things they were having then. But
Yeah.
I think the only difference is they understood that like this had to happen. Like if those things never happened, if Mario Van Peebles never was like the pioneer there, if Sidney
With his
Poitier
fine
was never
ass.
there, we definitely wouldn't have gotten Black Panther. So I'm just saying. And hell, like the Black Panther comic books, there's owes kind of owes a little bit to the black exploitation too. So
A
it's
lot of those black characters do.
yeah. So
Luke Cage was pulled from the 70s.
Luke Cage,
He was very much kind of an age of that character.
Green
And
Lantern,
John Singleton after tried to make a Black Panther movie.
I didn't
really
know that.
Try to use it with Wesley Snipes.
Mm.
learning a lot today. Learning a lot today.
This
And
is
then
why we
Tyrese when it
bring the
got down on the road.
experts.
That's why
So
we
what?
bring the experts.
This is why we
Exactly.
bring in the experts.
Exactly.
Y'all cute.
Yeah, man, this is a
Is
great
it y'all cute?
conversation.
Y'all cute.
I hate we have to end it. I don't want to end the conversation. It's really good. It's really good. We got to do
Yeah,
We
this
it's really
again.
good.
appreciate y'all inviting us.
We can pick it
Always.
up. We can pick back up in the 80s and the 90s. There's still something to say about it then with different directors
Yes, it is.
and other projects. So we can
Yes,
get it
it
back up.
is.
I like
Oh, part
talking to
two.
y'all. Y'all are the homies.
Same. So y'all like our sibling podcast at this point. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
Y'all taking us under your wing.
I
Oh
just
my gosh.
I
I'm
just told
saying y'all the
Adrian
best,
earlier.
man.
I just told
Y'all the
Adrian
one been
earlier. I
doing
said,
it.
"We family now. It's a wrap. We family now. It's a wrap." Sorry.
It was so nice to see all our cousins popping up.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yes.
Um Culture Clash Network. I didn't even realize they were over here just writing. They said Shaft was our James Bond,
Yes, indeed.
which is true, Christian said, "Can we talk about Blackula?" You know what I just learned while researching these films? That not only was there a Blackula, I knew Blackula existed. I think that's like the number one that everybody knows. But there's like a black werewolf too, that also kind of forms black with the werewolf. I cannot say it right now. I do not know how to say it, but it is a thing. It was Blackenstein as well.
Mm.
I never
Yeah.
knew none
So
of
so we
this.
got a
I knew
whole
Blackula. I
black
knew about
monster
Blackula.
cinematic universe looming somewhere out here, and I've never seen no films. So
Hey
Reboot
man,
it.
So many.
it's a lot to pick up on.
yeah, we gotta jump back into these
Marvel.
old films. Marvel, owes
So many
itself to
cinematic
Blade.
universes out there.
Maybe a little too many. Maybe a little
Nah,
too many.
Nah,
Maybe
not for movies. I don't think it's enough for movies.
me either.
everybody don't know how to do it.
Everybody
Would
don't
y'all
exactly.
would y'all watch a
Exactly.
superhero movie? Like if Marvel brought back an older character that was based in black
Yeah.
exploitation, would you watch a whole film of that?
Yeah. I'm still waiting on a remake for Spawn. Yeah.
That's gonna be different. I love Spawn, but I'm a little worried about this film. Todd McFarlane can get in his own way, like a lot.
Todd McFarlane don't need to direct anything. He need to find somebody that could properly do his material.
Oh,
Yes, that's the Todd McFarlane
it be
created
like that.
created
That's the
Spawn.
thing.
If y'all don't know,
It be like
But yeah,
that.
he is one of them people. Like he's good. He's great creative. He's a great
Yeah.
artist. But sometimes creatives need that oversight.
Because the last time he was talking about Spawn, he was saying he was going to write and direct it. I don't think it's going to turn out great.
I mean, having Jamie Foxx in there is cool. I know he based the character off Jamie Foxx.
Used to be.
Yeah, I got the comic back here, the original, the first 3 volumes of
Look
the
at him
original.
flexing.
He should. He got him.
I'm a
He own
comic
him.
book nerd. I'm a nerd,
He
man.
a,
I'm a
Reaching
he a
there,
nerd.
pop
comic
your
book guy.
collar.
But I say I'd have got up and pulled him out if I had it.
It's too much work. They back there somewhere.
He's definitely a comic book guy.
I also
Definitely.
have a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen comic.
We know. Well, I
It's
know.
great. It's great. I like these days. I'm gonna have to hide them from my kids though. It's a lot of breast in there for some reason. But anyway, I didn't know that when I bought it. Um,
Alexa said it's time for bed.
yeah, we're ending this. We're ending this. Thanks to the student section for popping through. Great
Yes, yes.
suggestions of films over there. I am pointing at it like y'all can see the comments on the screen or something. I don't know why. But thank you guys for coming through. All the Culture Clash Network homies and cousins. Thanks for popping
Yeah.
through. Thank you, No Bustle, Big Nose
Yes,
Kate,
no
and
bustle.
Doc Holiday. Always love to have you on. Definitely got to have you when we decide to do this second half of this
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
We would
Um,
love to come back. I just have to make sure I don't smile so hard. My cheeks hurt. My
oh,
cheeks hurt from laughing at y'all.
I mean that's a good thing that
That's a good
we're
thing.
at
See, what
least
had happened
mildly
was
funny.
Ah,
what had happened was we just naturally funny sometimes, you know.
I know, right?
We just
My
do the
Sometimes.
thing.
charisma.
We just be doing the things. Can you
Yeah.
guys please tell the people where they can find you at?
Oh, we are
Director.
on all podcast streaming services. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. You can find us at No Bustle Podcast. We would love for y'all to peek in. We have new episodes coming out soon.
Yes.
What's your latest episode?
Well, we just finished him, and it's out on all streaming services except for YouTube.
I still gotta watch it.
I know. But you can check out the podcast.
I was just gonna say I'm skipping the movie, but I'm gonna check out y'all
Check
podcast.
out the podcast. Skip the movie. Check out
We're
the
gonna talk in a
podcast.
few minutes.
Okay, cool.
All right, y'all. I have
Support, but support black cinema though, for real though.
of course,
I am
Nova
about
King.
that.
I'm shook. You can find us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, leave comments. Like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Follow us and like us. Follow us. Leave comments on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also, don't forget to see us at www.societyandpopculture101.com, where you can find past episodes, newer episodes, all of our social media. Interact with us.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would suggest going to the website and listening and watching episodes over there. But that's just me though. That's just me though. Anyway, I have been instructor BK Space,
And I'm Instructor Novocaine.
and these are the movie experts No Bustle podcast.
Yes. Yes.
Bye,
Thank
y'all.
y'all for coming through. We up out. Love you guys. See you on the
Love you
next one
back.
at the costume party next week.
I was ready a little.
Oh, you already got your ears on.
Yeah, the cricket.
That's what's up. Y'all be
All
good.
right, y'all.
Bye.